Hey everybody, it's me, Shin Megami X, and what I've got for you today is a video that was requested to me by one of my subscribers. Alright, basically it's a message that I received from my Twitter fan page, and the message reads as follows. Hey X, what do you think of games that are annually released? Do you recommend buying these titles that are released so frequently? Alright, as for those of you who know, like in latest generations, and like generally for the PS3 and 360, there are games that are released annually, such as the likes of FIFA, because you get like from FIFA 8, FIFA 9, FIFA 10, 11, 12 and 13 that are released every year. You have other games such as you know, the Assassin's Creeds recently, which are released every year. For example, Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, and now the Black Flag soon to be released number 4. There are several other games that are released annually, like for at one stage the Dragon Ball Z games were being released annually. You had Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit, then you had Rage and Blast, then Rage and Blast 2, then Ultimate Tenkaichi. You have loads of games that are annually released, and you know, they can be genuinely good games. So the answer to your question is, do I recommend buying them? In some cases, yes. It depends on your personality and what you like about and what you look for in a game. What I mean by that, for those of you who are dedicated football fans, I would recommend buying the next FIFA because it would have all the latest updates and whatnot. You could argue that, you know, you are slightly being ripped off because these things could easily be downloadable content, because what changes from FIFA 12 to FIFA 13, for example, all that changes is, you know, the kits, players are moved from different places, there might be the odd occasional new player, and you know, the stats vary very little, and might be 1 or 2 changes in the physics of the game and the mechanics and the gameplay, for example, but these are all minute things which can easily be downloadable content. So you could argue that you should make one game that's just called FIFA and keep updating it. So you could argue that. So in a sense, you are being ripped off. That's my personal opinion. And there's other games such as like NBA, Tiger Woods, that are released annually just to keep up Formula 1. Need for Speeds were doing it for a while. What I find with games that are released annually is that they're not very intuitive. Like, there's very little and minute changes. Like for example, FIFA 12 to FIFA 13, there wasn't much changes. All they did is add a couple, made their physics a bit more dynamic and whatnot. Gameplay slightly enhanced. Other games that aren't released annually, you find that there's a great step up in terms of the games, but you could argue that that is because of advances in technology, like such as you have Devil May Cry 3 to Devil May Cry 4. You can all see there was a big jump in terms of graphics. You all know graphics don't make a game of what it is, but it helps. You can also think of things like other games such as the Final Fantasies, how the graphics have improved drastically, but the game wasn't that great. You know, when I'm talking about Final Fantasy, from Final Fantasy 7 to Final Fantasy 13 Part 2. 13 was terrible, 13 Part 2 was better, but still not that great. Okay, so do I recommend it? As I was saying before, it depends on you as a person. Don't be influenced just by what I say, but I recommend that you don't. And the reason I recommend this is because, take for example, FIFA 2008 to FIFA 2013 or 2012 or 2010, there is a massive jump in gameplay because the game has had 2 years ahead of it, like developing time. So it's been 2 years that you've waited. So the transition in terms of gameplay, graphics, the way the game feels, the way the game looks, the mechanics, the physics, and everything that's gone into it, and also the additional features, they've all improved drastically. For example, FIFA 8 didn't have, you know, Ultimate Team. So that's why I don't recommend buying them yearly and frequently, but I do recommend buying them if you're like religious to the series. Like, take for example this. You have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, and then you have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. In my opinion, that was a big rip-off. And the reason I say that was because all they did was have a bunch of different arenas, add a couple more characters, and, you know, have a substitution bar instead of you being able to spam substitution whenever you have chakra. So in my opinion, that could have easily been downloadable content, which the user could have easily paid about £7 for, £8, and everyone would have been happy. So I can understand why companies do this, because at the end of the day, they are a business and they aim to make money. Do you see where I'm coming from? So as much as they aim to please us, their aim is to make money, and by them making you know, Ninja Storm 1, Ninja Storm 2, Ninja Storm Generations, Ninja Storm 3, they're making money because at the end of the day, us as consumers, me and you, we buy them. FIFA 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, we buy them. FIFA 14 is about to come out later on this year. You're going to buy it if you play FIFA. Tiger Woods, if you're up with the Tiger Woods series, you'll buy it because you play and like Tiger Woods. So it's all about your personal preferences. If you're not somebody who's into games like that, generally sports games do this, but there are other games that do it too. But if you're not down for that, or you want to see a big innovative change, I tell you, nah, skip the next title of that particular series and wait for the next one, because you'll see a big change. Like, take for example, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 to Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 was a big difference, because you had generations in between them, whereas you have very intuitive gameplay, as you've seen by my review that I did a couple the other day actually. Alright, so that's my whole thought about it, everybody. You know, I do recommend buying them if you're a dedicated die-hard fan. For example, you're into like sports, which like I am, or if you're into like a particular series such as Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Ninja Gaiden, Assassin's Creed. So if you're into games like that, then, and you're really into them, you play the game religiously, Call of Duty is another one, then yeah, I recommend you buy them. But if you're looking for, you know, intuitiveness in terms of the gameplay, graphics, development and storyline, depending on the title, then no, I don't recommend buying them. But at the end of the day, it's all about your personal preference. So anyways guys, that's my thoughts about it. This is me, Shin Megami X. I'm signing out, and as always people, take care and peace.